I'm Sue Thompson, Senior Publisher at GL. I'm responsible for Progress Test in English. We've created these support videos to help you get the most from our assessments. In this module, we look specifically at data focused upon curriculum content from the group report for teachers. We'll also look at more detailed data focused on students from the individual student report for teachers and also from the report for parents. This page shows one of the additional areas of analysis, the curriculum content category. There are two in Progress Test in English. The blue bar shows the national average for spelling, grammar and punctuation, reading comprehension narrative, and reading comprehension non-narrative. The purple bar shows the performance of the group in question. The table accompanies the bar chart, where you can also see the percentage correct. This analysis is based on the percentage of questions achieved by the group. You have the comparison with the national percentage. You can see the number of questions, and you can see the difference between the national sample and this particular group. For this particular group, they are outperforming the national sample. The number of questions in each category is large enough for this analysis to be meaningful. If the numbers were very small, you would want to treat this information with caution. The other analysis is by reading comprehension category, and it's presented in a very similar way. This bar chart shows the percentage of students who responded correctly to the individual questions within the test. The pink line shows the national percentage correct. You can see that the chart is going from the easiest question to the hardest question. You can see from the bar charts where there is a divergence within the group. For example, there's the third, fourth and fifth bars. Here, there is quite a gap between the attainment of this group and the national sample, relating to a couple of English skills questions and a couple of reading comprehension questions. You could investigate these individual questions and see what the specific gap is. For example, there's a big gap in ES 12, that's English Skills 12, and ES 10. This gap is reflected in the analysis of group scores by curriculum content category. Although this is a strong group, if there is any relative weakness, it is in spelling. You can see here that the group percentage correct was 57%, which is the lowest of the four categories. This is borne out in the question-by-question analysis. This bar chart is accompanied by a table which details every question and gives the same information but in tabular form. This scattergram shows how the individual student profiles are distributed for this group. We're interested in finding out if students have relative strengths and weaknesses. Students in the central white-coloured section of this scattergram have a balanced profile, so they're as strong in their English skills as they are in their reading comprehension. However, students in the bottom left corner have weaker performance. If students fall into the top left purple-coloured section, this means that their reading comprehension is much stronger than their English skills. Conversely, if they're in the bottom peach-coloured section, this means that they have higher English skills than reading comprehension skills. This report is a handy way of listing the students in the different categories we have just been discussing. We have three categories: stronger reading comprehension, stronger English skills, or a balanced profile. It's important to note that the balanced profile in particular could be a balance but across the range of scores. A student could be balanced but below average, average or above average. We've just put a few bullet points here for you to highlight some of the issues that may reflect the students who are then listed. Effectively, it's about interpreting the scattergram by listing the students who fall into each category and then just highlighting some potential issues that may arise. The student profiles group students into different stanines with suggestions for teaching and learning for each group. Students are grouped into low performing, average and high performing with guidance for teaching these groups. This could help you organise small learning groups for targeted intervention. This is the individual student report for teachers and features Anthony James. The table shows the scores which are taken from the group report for teachers. We also have a scattergram that shows exactly where his skills lie. You can see that Anthony is one of the students with a significant gap between his English skills and reading comprehension. His standard age score of 101 is composed of below average English skills and above average reading comprehension. His STAY9 of 3 for English skills is below average, and reading comprehension at 7 is above average. Also in this report is the analysis of curriculum content categories and of reading comprehension categories. This is followed by a series of bullet points, which are the implications for teaching and learning. This is looking at his scores along with his profile and makes some light touch suggestions for the support from which Anthony might benefit. It's your decision whether and how to share the individual report for parents, but it can be a useful focus for consultation. This is the student report for parents for Anthony, and we suggest that this report is perhaps talked through at parents' evening, rather than being sent home for the parent to try and understand in isolation. Here we have a range of ways to present this information. This shows the 4 scores. Please note, you have the option whether or not to include the scores. There are a number of other options for the parent report. If you are using paper-based tests, the parent report is automatically generated with full details. So if you need a different version, just generate the report again with different options. And for digital, just select the option you want.